Advice on being a good band leader / member. Oh, I like this one.
Okay.
They're very different in my experience anyway. Yeah. Good band member, I honestly think, and this is after speaking with so many band members and musicians, 10% your ability,
yes,
and 90% your attitude,
totally.
And your being in America, these guys I've hung out with, they all say it's all about being a good hang. That's kind of the thing.
Okay.
Just being like a cool person to be around, and someone.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's just a bit of a chemistry.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
That's something.
But I think if you just have a good attitude, you don't whinge about things.
Yes.
I tell some of my students who are starting bands that just to be a little bit more, passive maybe, and just don't say, I don't want to do that song. I don't like this music. Well, want to do it. Just just feel it out. Just let it pan out.
Yeah.
And take that passive role where. And let everyone have their own space and let things just
I think communication's a big one too. Totally. Massive. You have to, I think, be really good at communicating.
And don't get into fights and group chats.
No, don't do any of that. Just talk to people.
About a leader, you might have a little bit because you're the singer. You're at the front.
Yeah, I think
you're controlling all those.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I think being a good leader is definitely communication, for sure. Especially if you're in situations like when you're on stage and there's lots of people, people can get a bit carried away and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
You have to be at the front and handle those situations, not aggressively, but in a good tactical way, protecting everyone else sort of thing. But yeah, definitely communication for sure. I think just honestly being a friendly person who, is quite open-minded, who, gets on with everybody, but also isn't afraid to communicate how they feel about things in a non-aggressive way.
Totally.
In an assertive way.
Maybe the only difference really between being a band member and a band leader is pretty much just maybe the organisational aspect.
Yeah, true.
Band leader, if you're taking it on your shoulders to hey, I'm gonna steer this ship.
Yeah.
Then please make sure we're gonna play.
Yeah.
You know what keys you're gonna do the song in. You can relay that information. Just things like that. Just that.
Yeah, definitely.
But you're still a member of a group.
I've been a band leader in the past. It's talking to your agent, communicating with the band and the agency, and then taking care of the pay for the band members, making sure that
and be content that you are prepared to do this extra work and for not necessarily maybe more pay or more payoff. You got to be content with that and know that that's just your role.
Yeah. So how do you control your nerves before going on stage? I meditate. Yeah.
Well,
a couple of minutes beforehand, just meditate and then that's it. I mean, the nerves aren't as frequent as they were when I was a kid. It's probably more exhilaration and excitement than anything else. The majority of my students know that I have a kryptonite song. It was a song that I've always wanted to do, but I, for whatever reason, couldn't do, whether it was I just didn't have the range or, I was belting a lot of it out and it was cracking. And I was asked to perform at a charity for vocal disease awareness.
Okay.
And I used my kryptonite song.
Okay.
And that's the most nervous I've been in years.
Yeah.
And I just did meditation before it and just did that and then went on and it was all good.
Well, here we go. I don't really get nervous, I just more get anxious.
Yeah.
Especially when I go and play at festivals and things, if you don't have sound check, you don't have blah blah. The only way I can deal with it, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, is to minimise the chances of something going wrong. That's the only thing. So a lead just dies all of a sudden, and I'm just totally stuck.
Yeah.
And that's what I get nervous about happening.
Yeah.
Not so much about the actual performance. It's more the nervous of something going wrong and just or I totally forget how to play a song or something, and just I could just have a mind blank. I'm well, how's this song start again? Is that? So I make sure I just rehearse all make sure I know everything I'm going to play, inside and out, really well.
Yes.
And
that's
then,
important.
Make sure all my stuff works, make sure I've got new strings on my guitar, make sure it's tuned up before I get on the stage.
Yeah.
make sure, like, just minimize any things that could possibly go wrong. And then I feel like a bit more like, okay, this is going to be kind of fine.
This would be good.
Yes,
yeah, I kind of have a similar thing. Like, I have like a pre-gig routine. Yeah, I always eat a couple of hours before. And I try to make my meals not too heavy. Like, I make sure I'm warmed up and I always have water with me while I'm doing gigs, and that, you know, especially if they're quite energetic.
Yeah, for
jumping
sure.
around and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't have any dairy.
Yeah.
Before my gigs.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I get dairy kind of congests me and stuff. And that
it's not good.
Last question.
Last question.
Here we go.
Alright.
Can you comment on the phrase overnight success?
I personally don't believe in that.
No?
No. Because
there's not many people that just all of a sudden have never opened their mouth before and just sitting and all of a sudden they're like,
that's
it.
Yeah. There's this myth of overnight success and people just turn up, but they've been working years and years and years on their craft to actually get their kind of break. As you said, like moving the goalposts constantly to get what they actually really want.
Yeah.
And I think, I think it's a myth. I don't think it exists.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of a myth too.
Yeah.
It's as I said, no one just all of a sudden has never opened their mouth before and then like sings one song and it's like
that's it, it's over.
The super rare kind of things like that, it's like someone who might throw a video up on YouTube, like 1 or 2 videos, and all of a sudden that's kind of catapulted. But I think that anyone who's good enough to actually become successful, I don't think it's possible to be.
No. Even
unless you're like
YouTube
a meme, like you just fall into it. And it's like an accident.
I don't think I've met anyone that's just been like, oh, I've suddenly appeared and I did 2 YouTube videos and that's kind of
But again, it's kind of like the success is kind of relative kind of thing.
Exactly.
So that means you've got to keep working.
Yeah, and I think that's like anything. The more you put in, that's what you get out.
Totally.
So, you know, if you're committed and you work hard and you're gonna get back in reward.
Definitely right. It's like when people ask me about, heaps of people ask me, should I go and study music? It's the type of thing where you get out of it whatever you put into it. I know like people who just absolutely just coasted through the whole course and and probably haven't come out a shred better than they went in. And so I don't really understand the point of that.
No, I don't either. I don't understand that.
But if you go in and you put in so much effort and try and suck as much out of it as you can, then you'll come out and you'll be better for it and you'll have these skills and you'll
I'd say if you really want it, then you'll get it. Well, thank you so much for the questions. I hope that it's been informative and we tried to answer as many as we could.
We might have to revive this show at a later date.
I think so.
We'll do a couple of years. We are.
See you later.